The outlook is set to turn a lot colder, widespread nighttime frosts and even some snow. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Because I notice you're quite covered up this morning, and is that because we have another beast making its way from the east?
So it's coming cold air. Where's it coming from? How much snow is there going to be? Here's what we know. It's going to be much colder for the next few days. Some snow, the devil will be in the detail, and then it's warmer by the end of the week. So literally a little bit of everything as we head through the next few days. But we just heard Kate talking about we have this cold weather advisory. And so this isn't a weather warning. This is an advisory for social care services saying this is just cold, this is just winter. It is, but actually we haven't seen much cold weather so far this winter. February was one of the warmest we've ever recorded, so this is going to be a bit of a shock to the system for many of us. We have got a weather warning in force. It's just for snow showers for northern and eastern areas of England and Scotland. Here's where we have the snow for today and tomorrow, but here's the details for the rest of the week. So we have a battleground set up, low pressure advancing from the Atlantic. This is where the mild air is. But cold air in the north, in the Arctic, is heading its way down. We'll be engulfed with this Arctic blast for the next few days, pushing away all of the warm, and it brings with it the chance of snow. It will be cold enough over the next few days for anything falling out of the sky to be snow, but there isn't a lot in the way of wet weather. It's chiefly for the next few days in northern and eastern areas. So yes, it turns colder. Yes, there'll be some snow, but more especially with these wet conditions by night with these sub-zero temperatures, it will be icy. Here's the scene first thing this morning, and it's very messy, but this line here is our cold front. To the south of that, it's still cloudy and mild with outbreaks of rain and drizzle. To the north of it, here's where the cold air sets in. So in the south today, we're talking 8-9 degrees. In the north, we're talking 3 to 4 degrees, but adding in the wind, it will feel sub-zero, blizzard conditions through these northern areas. Tonight, that whole band of cloud and rain slips southwards, and then we're all in the cold air proper by tomorrow morning.
All the crocuses.
So what happens then when there's
everything a bit of a shock to the system,
Yes.
but things like daffs and all of the little bulbs, they'll be absolutely fine. But lots of people who've planted things out, bring them in or cover them with a fleece over the next few days.
OK.
Love that. Thank you, Alan Titchmarsh.
Morning to you. Colder is how the weather's set to be as we head through the next few days. And yes, there is a chance of some snow. Air is coming from the north, from the Arctic. A northerly feed for the next few days brings this colder weather, but then Atlantic weather fronts try to push in. Any wet weather falling into cold air brings the risk of snowfall. And by the end of the week, it turns much milder. So a real roller coaster ride as we head through the week. It starts cold with snow, and then it turns much milder. With the cold, like I said, comes snowy conditions, but with sub-zero temperatures by night, that means it could be very icy. Here's how it looks first thing today, though. We are divided. This band of rain here is a cold front, and it's behind this that the colder air looks set to move in. So for England and Wales today, after a bit of a chilly start, it's actually where it has been with temperatures for the last week or so. 6 to 9 degrees. Average for the time of year, but cloudy with outbreaks of rain. To the north of that, so northern England, Scotland and Northern Ireland, cold here, and these temperatures 4 or 5 degrees with the northerly air feeding in, bringing some snow showers. But when you add in the strength of that northerly wind, it will feel sub-zero in the north, and it's this cold air that spreads to all of us as we head through the week. So let's see how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. And I think the big thing is it's just been so mild. February was a very mild month. Temperatures were above average for the majority of it. So with temperatures below average for much of this week, by day and by night with the return of nighttime frost, a real shock to the system, whether you have these warnings in force or not. The percentage chance of rainfall, how likely to see wet weather over the next few days. Well, it's wintry showers, so hit and miss, sunny spells, scattered showers, colder and dry by the end of the week, but wetter and milder as we head into the weekend. Fortunes further south for England and Wales. Well, again, the big trend is it's set to be cold. Temperatures way below average, but it's a short-lived cold snap because it turns much milder as we head into the weekend, and that is when we see the rain arriving. So the outlook for the next few days is watching weather fronts moving in, and as those weather fronts move in, that brings the risk of some snowfall on the leading edge. So we would potentially have weather warnings in force for southern areas through the next few days, bringing the risk of snowfall, but there's certainly a lot to play for. And then as we head towards the end of the week, we start to see those Atlantic weather fronts battling back in, pushing away that cold air and bringing the return of wet and windy. So the devil really will be in the detail as we head through the next few days, particularly as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday. It's the middle of the week where we have this milder air set to move in, and that could bring the risk of snow in the south.